Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the rat. So this is for all you rat personalities. Welcome back. Let's see what we've got for you this week. We're just going to give these a little shuffle up here and see where we end up. Let's just have a little look and see here. Let's stop there. Let's take that one from the bottom. Let's take this one from the middle. Let's take this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, we've got a black, white, black. So more blacks than whites, but as I've always tried to emphasize and explain and say, black isn't always an attack. White isn't always all right. It's all about the compatibilities on the other side of the cards. And we have got a negative black there. A black negative dog there. Now, dogs, usually a sign of protection, equality, being defensive or being on the defense, or at least looking out for yourself. I think right now it's a case of you trying to find a balance between being nice and people taking the advantage. And I think being friendly and being, I want to say like a people pleaser, is definitely not going to serve you. Definitely not as a rat person. No, I think right now it's a case of you're looking for respect. You're looking for support. You're not wanting people to point out your downside, your downflaws, or your, the downside to things. You don't want people to point this stuff out and make it obvious that you've done something wrong or you've made a mistake or something like this. You see that as very disrespectful. Right now, you could be friendly, but that would be people pleasing. I think you need to be able to stick up for yourself a little bit and say, hold up, that's not how it is. Back up a bit. I think it's a good time for you to be feisty. It's a good time for you to be a little bit more, not sticking up for yourself or trying to dominate the situation or take control, but just take account of your priorities, take an account of, where you're at and what it is you're actually doing here, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Got the hiccups now. Yeah, this is a time for you to basically test your limits, test your territories, test the water, and make sure that each step you take is one that is in your favor. I think right now, working with other people or having other people around you is just going to push you down or be a hindrance, hold you back, if they aren't coming at this in the same positive, enthusiastic way as you would. You can't expect people to understand your point of view if they don't think similar to you. You can't talk butterfly language to caterpillar people, rat peoples, my lovely ratty friends. You can't talk rat language to other people, basically. You are unique in that sense. You've got your own things that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a lot of stuff that only you can really, achieve and figure out. Don't let the naysayers say you can't do it. It's okay for you to be defensive, be protective, stick up for yourself. Say, this is what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if it's not for other people. It doesn't matter if it's not for them. It's what you're doing and it's what you want to do. It's what you feel comfortable doing. Don't let naysayers turn your whole ideas or perspective against yourself. Oh, look at that. A lovely catalyst card jumping in there. The rabbit card is quite compatible with the rat, actually. So that's actually quite a good card to have in the white as well. And I think there's a sort of amicable, if not a favourable forecast ahead. And even though that this is in the negative black there, that rabbit is going to see you through. Follow the white rabbit, so to speak. Follow the little white rabbit, and it will take you on a bit of a, I don't want to say a change of pace, but more of a change of scenery at least. Things are definitely going to push more now towards, I want to say in your favour, but this is a matter of perspective. I want to say that this could be a good thing. It's in a positive place. It's coming from a positive, place with positive intentions. But it's a catalyst card, so it may not actually affect you. Catalyst cards, if you want to know more about the catalyst cards in more detail, hit the subscribe button, because we'll be doing videos on the catalyst cards in the future. But the catalyst cards, they may not necessarily be there to affect you or to assist you or to help you or to in any way change anything that you're going through. Potentially, the catalyst card is literally just that. It's just change and a catalyst for other things to happen in the long term or in the future. The rabbit catalyst card is one that's going to come in fast. It's going to come in quick. And I think right now it's a time to kind of be, I want to say diplomatic, but really keep the peace. There's a line here between people pleasing and keeping the peace. And I think right now trying to keep the peace is probably your priority. It's the best thing that you could do, but it doesn't mean that you should take anything sitting down. You shouldn't let people take advantage. You shouldn't let people come in and then say it can't be done, or you can't do this, or that's a no, or you know, any negative things like this, because again, this is stuff that affects you. It's got nothing to do with these people, these naysayers. These people that say it can't be done need to get out of the way of the rat that is doing it right now. I think if there is people in your space right now, especially when it comes to business, this is a great opportunity to separate the wheat from the chaff. You need people that support your ideas. You need people that have your back. You have colleagues or work partners or business partners or people that you work with, and you'll know that you've got some that you can rely on and some that you can't. You want to be hanging around the ones or spending more time with the ones that are more positive and basically supporting you and can be relied upon, and not so much the ones that are just continuously going to let you down and be problematic. We've got that pig catalyst card jumping in there now, so there's two catalyst cards. That's more of a negative one. It's going to be a slow change here, and potentially we got the fast change, and that's here, that is then going to move over to create room for more slower, less noticeable changes that could happen. But again, rabbit and the boar, in fact, all of these are quite compatible with the rat. They're not incompatible. And the boar is just the same. It may be a negative and in the black, but it's not incompatible to the rat personality or the rat people. Right now, there's work to be done. You might find yourself overworked. You might find yourself, I don't even think it's overworked. This is a mental thing. This is mental exhaustion or frustration, because people keep on getting in the way, putting you down, changing your positives into a negative. They keep, like, constructive criticism is one thing. You know, saying that won't work because of an actual fact of that won't work because, for example, using a sieve as a bucket. Can't use the sieve as a bucket. It's got holes in it. That won't work. Well, that makes sense. It's logical, but then people are just wasting your time telling you this because they're assuming that you don't know, and they're actually insulting your intelligence. But that's what it kind of is. They're like, oh, you can't really do this. You really can't do that. But it's not a bucket it's not a sieve you're trying to use as a bucket. It's not like that at all. It's a bucket you're trying to use as a bucket. And they're telling you that that bucket isn't a suitable bucket, but it is. And you know it is. You're going to find yourself getting very frustrated, but you may even think that you're going into a space of stagnation. You're going to go into a place of self-preservation. You've got that dog there to back that up as a kind of protection, defend yourself, look out for yourself. But you are going to come out of this on top. This is a fortunate line of cards. I mean, this has got the hallmarks of a good, happy ending, despite it having these two blacks in here. Because as I've said before, black isn't always an attack. These are okay. They're compatible with you. You've got some catalysts. Changes afoot. Changes coming. And I think that they are going to come with an abundance of little rewards and things like this. But as I say, if you're trying to speak butterfly talk to caterpillar people, you are wasting your breath. You are definitely wasting your breath. It is best to stick with what you know. Stick with what you know is proven and fact and can be done. Do it and prove all the naysayers wrong. And we'll find out next week, won't we, when we come back next week, and we'll see how the rat people have gotten on with their challenges this week. I'll be back later on with a reading for all those born in the year of the ox. If I don't see you then, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.